French-cocked hat on his forehead, a bunch of lace at his chin, a coat of claret velvet, and breeches of brown doe skin. His feet would never wrinkle, his boots were up to the thigh, and he rode with a cheerful twinkle, his pistol buds a tinkle, his rapier hilt a twinkle under the jeweled sky. And all the cobbles he clattered and clashed in the darkened yard, and he tapped with his whip on the shutters, but all was locked and barred. He whistled a tune to the window, and who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, plaiting a dark red love knot into her long black hair. And kiss my bonny sweetheart, I'm after a prize tonight, but I shall be back with the yellow gold before the morning light. If he will caress me sharply and hurry me through the day, then look for me by the moonlight, watch for me by the moonlight, I'll come to thee by the moonlight, who hell should bar the way. He rose upright in the stirrups, he scarce could reach her hand, but she loosened her hair in the casement, his face burned like a brand, as the black cascade of perfume came tumbling over his breast, and he kissed its waves in the moonlight, oh sweet waves in the moonlight, that tugged at his rein in the moonlight, and galloped away to the west. And out of the tawny sunset, before the rise of the moon, when the road was a gypsy's ribbon, looping the purple moor, a red-coat troop came marching, marching, marching. King George's men came marching up to the olden door. They said no word to the landlord, they drank his ale instead, but they gagged his daughter and bound her to the foot of her narrow bed. Two of them nailed to the casement with muskets at the side. There was death at every window, hell at one dark window, for Bess could see through the casement the road he would ride. They had tied her up to attention with many a sniggering jest. They had bound a musket beside her with a barrel beneath the breast. Now keep good watch, and they kissed her. She had heard the dead one say, look for me by the moonlight, watch for me by the moonlight, come to thee by the moonlight, who should bar the way. She twisted her hands behind her, but all the knots held good. She writhed her hands till her fingers were wet with sweat or blood. They stretched and strained in the darkness, and the hours crawled by like years, till now on the stroke of midnight, called on the stroke of midnight, the tip of her finger touched it, the trigger at least was hers. Toddle-la, in the distance, where they dive, they deem it here. Down the ribbon of moonlight, over the brow of the hill, the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. The redcoats looked to the priming she stood up straight and still. Toddled in frosty silence, toddled in the night. Nearer came and nearer, her face was like a light. Her eyes grew wide for a moment, she drew in the last deep breath. Then her finger moved in the moonlight, her musket shot at the moonlight, shattered her breast in the moonlight, and warmed him with a death. He turned his spear to the west, he did not know she stood, bowed with her head of a musket, drenched with her own red blood. Not till the dawn he hooted, his face grew grey to heal. Up as the landlord's daughter, the landlord's black-eyed daughter, had watched for love in the moonlight and died in the darkness there. And back he sped like a madman, shrieking a curse to the sky, with the white road smoking behind him and his Arabia brandished high. Red, red were the spurs of the golden moon, wine red his velvet coat, when he shot him down on the highway, down like a dog on the highway, and he lay in his blood on the highway, with a bunch of lace in his throat. Winter's night, they say, when the wind is in the trees, when the moon is a ghostly galleon tossed upon the cloudy seas, when the road is a reaping moonlight over the purple wood, a highwayman comes riding, 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 a highwayman